Good morning, everybody. Last week we talked about communication. I told you about a problem that I was having, that I wanted to talk to my cousin in Arizona. And I had gotten some wonderful suggestions that I should call her on the phone, or I should send her a text, or even maybe an email. I was wondering though if you've ever gotten a letter in the mail by communication. Maybe you have and you just don't remember, and that's okay too. But let me tell you, I love getting letters in the mail. It's so special to go to my mailbox and surprise, there's a letter, and surprise, it's from anybody. So, I wanted to talk to you about different types of letters. You can draw a picture. I have some crayons and some papers and some different materials that I'm going to share with you. But first, I'm going to talk about a letter. So a letter is kind of a story or anything you might want to say to somebody that you can't just talk to right away. So I'm going to write a letter to my sister this time. So I'm going to write, Dear Ashley. Ashley is my sister's name. Dear Ashley, I miss you. Y-O-U-I hope, H-O-P-E, to see you soon. Love, Jennifer. And I'm writing Jennifer because my sister does not call me Ms.Shoman. She calls me by my first name, Jennifer. So here is my letter. See all my words and all my letters. Dear Ashley, I miss you. I hope to see you soon. Love, Jennifer. You know what I just thought of? Somebody else we know has the name Ashley too. Can you think of who? So here's my letter. And what I'm going to do with my letter is I'm going to fold it up. Folding paper is tricky, and it took me a long time to learn how to fold paper. So I fold up my paper, and I'm going to put it in an envelope. The great thing about envelopes is they come in different sizes. So let's see. Do you think that my letter will need a small envelope? Will it fit in this envelope? I don't think so. It needs to be bigger. Dropped my envelope. How about this envelope? Do you think my letter will fit in this envelope? I think you're right. So I'm going to see on, oh look, it opens. So I'm going to put my letter inside. See this right here? I think this comes, oh yep, it comes off. And this part is sticky so that it can seal your envelope. That means close it. So as soon as I do this, nobody can open it until it gets to my sister. So now what do I do with my envelope though? I have to put it in the mail. But if I put it in the mail like this, will the mailman know where to bring it? Because there's no name. So what we have to do is write my sister's address. Now I'm just going to write her name so I can show you where her address goes. And we would have to put a stamp on our envelope as well as my address. So when my sister sees this, she knows who it's from. And I'll write Jennifer. All right, here's my envelope. My name and address goes in this corner. And this is tricky, and a loved one can help you. This is my sister's address. And see this square? This says stamp. I didn't put a stamp, but if you were mailing something, you would put a stamp. Another way you can send something in the mail where you don't need an envelope is called a postcard. I don't remember if you got a postcard from me at the beginning of the school year. I used to get postcards from my great-grandma when I was little. And I would like to make them to send them back. So what you can do is you can get a piece of paper and you can draw a picture. I'm going to draw something small. I think a smiley face, because those are always make me so happy. So here's my picture. You can draw whatever you want. You can make a whole picture. You can make a small picture. Lots of small pictures. Whatever you can think of. And then on the back, I have a line right here. Do you see up here? Just like on my envelope, it says stamp. This is where I would put my stamp. Here is where my loved one's address will go. And just like on our letter, I get to write a story or whatever I'm thinking and I want to share with my loved one. I would write that right here. And of course, a loved one can help you write your letter too. So those are 2 ways that I can send a letter in the mail. But I wonder, could you give somebody a card or a letter if you could see them in person? I don't know if you can see all of these pictures behind me, but in the summertime, I spend my time with my friends Alex and Evelyn. Evelyn is just learning how to write, but she loves to make notes for everybody because she thinks it makes them happy, and I think she's right. So every once in a while, she likes to make me a note, and when I see her again, she gives them to me. So these are some of my notes. I'll share my favorite. So she wrote me a note. She drew me a picture. This is me and Evelyn. Evelyn has red hair. And then she wrote on the back, I love you. So she wrote a letter and drew a picture, but she didn't have to put it in an envelope. In class, we are going to write a letter together. We can draw a picture, and your loved ones can help you write the words. I can't wait to see you.